Yo, what's going on, guys? Gonna be playing some Tristana in the mid lane. She's still my favorite 1v9 carry in the game from the mid-roll position. She's a whole lot of fun. You can run around the map, get huge resets with your W. In fact, I might be able to kill her here. And nice, that's a kill. First blood, not bad. So we could have started W and jumped on her head for the slow, but then she would have probably flashed away if she hadn't already used it. So anyways, Tristana mid lane's really crazy. She's a lot of fun. You have a lot of builds on her as well. You have Kraken Slayer, Gale Force, or even Shield Bow as your first item rush. They're all viable. It just depends on if you have someone to pill for you and how much pill you need. Since we have a Lulu, I'll probably end up going for Gale Force to dodge Yone skill shots. That way we don't die in team fights. Now if we didn't have a Lulu, we'd go for Shield Bow for max survivability. For the best runes, Hell Blades, Taste of Blood, Eyeball, Treasure Hunter, Alacrity, Triumph, Attack Speed 80, and Armor. Trist, you don't want to push too hard level 1. In fact, you can delay taking any ability so that way your autos don't push the wave against melee matchups. We got our E though since Lilia was out of position and I knew we could pick up the kill. And we missed a minion, lol. It'll happen on Trist though, with the explosion mechanic. Playing against Yone is kind of annoying. Hello Blades is up, so we'll take a quick trade. Not bad at all. Pretty much whenever your Hell Blades is up and your E's up, you want to look to take a trade. Here we have level advantage. We'll jump on his head. He panicked. He panicked so hard there. I didn't even have my E. Trist has one of the best level 2 all-in mechanics in the game with her W. Jump right on their head. It's more damage than your auto attack can do. 95 base damage on any ability is kind of crazy level 1. And it's a big slow. Get a ward there, we might be able to kill Lilia. Warding over the Raptors is a great way to know if you're going to die to a gank, or to kill the enemy jungler if they're clearing with half health or less. You can stack your E really fast with Hellblades. Press the attack is still a great option on Trist. It's just that Hellblades gives a little bit more fluidity, I'd say. She's dead. This is why I love Trist. She's just so delicious. Absolutely tasteful champion. Love her. Lily's going to be pretty sad, I'd imagine. That's her second death. Hell Blades is up, so I'm going to pecker him down. Against melee matchups, you want to try to keep an HP advantage at all times. It'll stop them from all-inning you. If you don't have an HP advantage, if they can make it to level 3 with the same amount of HP as you, now you're at a disadvantage. But right now, he's level 3 and we have more HP than him, so we're fine. I'm gonna kind of slow push this wave. Wasn't expecting him to jump back that fast. I was gonna dump max damage on his head. You don't typically want to use your jump super aggro unless you think you're gonna get the kill, because it leaves you susceptible to die to ganks. Pull off here and go spend my gold. We're sitting on a lot of it. This guy doesn't have flash, so we could potentially stay and kill him. Backing on a cannon wave is never a bad idea. Let's go ahead and buy this. You don't really need boots on Tristana as your first item rush. Getting boots is by no means necessary because you already have your jump mechanic, and whenever you full pop your E on a champion or get a killer assist, you get a jump. So that's why Trist mid lane is pretty hard to kill. She can always just jump back to turret. It's a short walk compared to bot lane or playing her top. I don't think we'd want to freeze this here. I'll push it with Q. It's fine by me. If we can get him to stay in lane, that's ideal. Their jungler's behind, and Yone doesn't have flash, so pushing here is actually really good. I'll leave that there. Leave that there as well. He actually hasn't backed yet, so we have a huge item advantage on him. Really big item advantage. Your Q doesn't cost any mana, so if you want to push the wave without really burning anything, your Q is pretty good at that. Your E does a lot of damage against turrets, so oftentimes it's better to kind of save your E for the turret rather than just using it to push the wave. Unless it's a cannon wave. You can put your E on cannon wave and it's fine. We have some attack speed, so we can land the full proc of our E. Get every last auto in. If my E was up, I could kill Lilia right now. But my E's not up, so there's no point. I'm not going to get double jumps. We'll put the E on cannon now, and it's going to splash on the front line and back line minions. It's a really fast way to push the wave. If you don't have the cannon minion, it's not worth using your E typically, because you can't hit both sides of the wave at once normally without the cannon minion there to sandwich it. He doesn't have the items to fight us. Lily is coming mid. He's not going to do it though. We can outplay his CC with our W. No matter what CC they're using on you with Tristana, until you leave the ground, you can't be stopped. Jumping off the ground takes about a half a second, and during that half a second window, you can go through every CC in the game, whether it's like a knock up or a stun, a snare, doesn't matter. He's missing a lot of CS by staying. He's being greedy. So in this situation, he needs to just let me take his turret and he needs to reset. His jungler could come mid and try to hold for him, but since she's behind and I'm ahead, it puts Lily in a spot where she's not going to want to come and try to break this pressure, because I could potentially get a multi-kill. He's going to run away from that so it doesn't splash on him. He didn't want to eat that damage. Now he's going to miss a minion for it. I should have pressured him for that one. I'm fine holding him here for as long as possible. He's missing a lot of CS. We'll put the E on the cannon minion again. Let it act as the sandwich so I can hit the front line and back line. And the only mana we're using there was 65 from E. We do want to try to float autos in on him when he steps up. We need him to be a little bit closer. He is really willing to give up a lot of minions, I will say that. With the way he's playing, he's guaranteeing a loss for himself unless I throw my shutdown gold. If I throw shutdown, then the way he's playing is fine. I don't plan on throwing shutdown though. I see they're all kind of bot side right now. I don't really want to leave because they're full HP though. Kite this back. Jump back into it as well. Into my explosion. Got him with the double auto. And he still hasn't back because he has second wind and D shield. You don't usually start roaming on Triss until you have boots. If you're bootless, it's like the slowest champion in the game. She's tied for slowest with champs like Anivia at 325 base movement speed. We'll leave ward right there on Raps again, so we might be able to set something up. He's losing a lot of plates. I don't know what Lilia thinks she's gonna do. He should just push this with me, because I can get, if he pushes this with me, I can get first turret gold plus plate. Nice, nice, nice. Now, he shouldn't share the turret with me. I didn't want him to do that, but I guess it is what it is. Well, how is Yone actually still not backing? I've never seen this before. I played Tristana in literally every elo. Literally. Except for Iron. And I've never seen this before. Like, normally they'll just end up backing. They want to spend their gold, maybe grab a refill in a bad matchup. This isn't a bad matchup per Yone per se, but the way he played it early on wasn't optimal. He kind of played too scrappy, lost too much HP. As the melee champion, you have to keep as much HP as possible and get level 3 and be full HP so you can start out trading the range champ. But since he lost a lot of HP pre-level 3, we could then continuously bully him down. And if he ever went to all-in pressure us, he's going to die. So I could continuously poke him and keep choking him, essentially. This is a really aggressive position. I don't want to be here anymore, but the fact that he's not backing makes it too appetizing to stay is the thing. I stalled it out so he'd back off of the minion. He didn't want to get hit by my bomb. Alright, this is so weird. He won't reset. What an interesting guy. Alright, it's time for us to reset. We can afford full item, and I'm up really far push. You don't normally want to be this far up because it can deep collapse on you from pretty much every angle. It's time to reset. He's going to go pinch the team while Aatrox was able to secure. You can cast your E and your R or your sums in midair on Trist. You can basically use any of your abilities in midair with her. This is a berserker type of game. You should definitely ban Zed every game right now. Zed is absolutely broken. It's an unplayable matchup. Diana's also challenging, but doable if you run Exhaust. Ignite's more for the level 2 all-in cheese, which isn't guaranteed, because most people know about that regardless of the elo. It's actually pretty rare to kill people level 2 with the cheese on Trist, just because everyone knows about it. They play back right when you hit level 2. So Exhaust sets you up to carry much harder. Plus, Ignite doesn't have as much range as your auto attacks on Trist. Her autos get a lot more range per your champion level on her. Trist gets the highest spaced auto range in the game, like outside of Jinx maxed out Rocket, to where you can't even ignite people. You have to get too close to ignite them, and it's bad. Huh. I wonder what they think they're gonna do. Very strange. They actually went for that there. Maybe I should just go back mid. My bot lane isn't really performing. If I'm gonna have to deal with Lilia, it is what it is. Yon has some items here. A lot more than he's had. Auto attack W. Oh. Got it. That was really messy. My R pushed him really far away. I was trying to push him into the wall instead to use it as a stun. Essentially what ends up happening if you push them into a very thick structure to where they don't fly over it. It's fine though. Should have also used Gale Force a bit sooner because we couldn't reach them with the Gale Force. They're all playing bot side. 2 of them are dead, 3 of them bot. We should be able to take this for free. Even though we didn't play it very well there, we could have used Gale Force to dodge a lot of his damage. And our R was kind of sloppy. We still win it because we have Exhaust and item advantage. Go ahead and take this. I think I can get this, right? Nice. I don't have life still. I'm making it work, though. You can go Bloodline on Trist. Bloodlines isn't bad in the precision tree, but generally Alacrity is going to give you a higher damage output. Second item rush, typically, I'd say Collector. Collector or Bork. If they're tanky, I'd say Bork. Otherwise, Collector to keep your snowball going. It gives you more gold per kill. We can wrap this game up really soon. We have good CS. I haven't died yet, which is super important on Trist. If you're dying on her, it means you're limit testing really hard in situations that you haven't tested in before. Or it means you're not looking on the minimap and you're dying to ganks. Because she has enough mobility to survive ganks if you're paying attention with her W. It's time to shove mid and roam bot side. Somebody just warded there. Assume that's the Yon there. Nice. Typically, you'll use Gale Force after your W when you're engaging on somebody. Because the Gale Force is an execute. It does more damage the lower in health they are. Oh, she ran really far away. It's a little bit of a kill stall on my part. I thought I could get a double jump and kill Samira with it, but no, I couldn't. They're all missing. This feels dangerous to even be over here. They're literally all missing. It's too dangerous to go blind face check a bush over there. Now the Yon's showing. He's gonna die. Down he goes. Didn't have enough damage to kill both of them. Enough to kill one of them, though. Go ahead and take this since we're already here. Kind of low on mana. So one thing about Trist is if you do end up in these weird long fights, you kind of run out. My auto attack range is super, super long. We're getting in lots of autos here. Keeping them at bay with my range. They don't want a full commit here. Teemo is not a full item. Once his blind dart's on cooldown, I could kill him. But if he has ignite, we'll die because we don't have full HP. If I had full HP, I'd fight him there. Because once his blind ends, he's dead. It's time to get Collector. We'll pick up Farsight Alteration. So outside of staying in lane, getting solo kills, and taking plates, you roam once you have at least tier 1s, if not tier 2 boots. You can shove lane and roam. Just really depends on the matchup and what you can get done inside of lane. Because ultimately, once it's pushed, you have the freedom to invade their jungle or roam off to the sides and find a gank. That's the nice thing about playing mid lane. You can go top, or you can go bot, or you can go either side of the enemy's jungle, or you can go into your jungle to kill them if they're invading your jungler. I assume there's going to be shrooms over here. I'm not in a hurry to lead the pack of my minions. Let them lead. Okay, cool. Yeah, I stepped on a shroom. We might get some lifesteal at this point. You should normally go for Infinity Edge third item with a double crit build like this, so you can have maximum damage. Having some kind of lifesteal would be nice. I might actually have to get oracles, as crappy as that sounds, just because Teemo specifically. Teemo could single-handedly force that out of me. Q's on cooldown. We don't want to look for an all-in type of fight. I'll help him with Herald. It's all about objectives now. We can show up to objectives and the enemies, if they come, we have enough space to chase and kill them as a team. What they're hoping we do is dive them underneath turrets and throw shut down gold, and they'll get 1,000 gold from me dying once. That's exactly what we don't want to happen. Yo, young screwed. Down he goes. I get jump resets. I don't have E though, so I can't get another jump reset. So I get a kill. These mushrooms, bro. They're too much. So much pressure. He's not even over here. Because I don't have any real lifesteal. My only lifesteal is coming from D-Blade, the Omni Vamp. Samir's one full item plus plated, so she's kind of tanky. A little bit. Down he goes. We get the jump on her. I'll exhaust her into R. Gale Force. Down she goes. You can cancel any channel with your R. It's a knockback. So Fiddle starts his Drainer. He's starting his R. Samir doing her R. Cancel all of it. We probably didn't need to exhaust her. I was playing it safe. We're underneath their turret. I didn't know if anyone else was about to show up. I need Samir to die quickly. That's exactly what we got. Versus any kind of assassin mid laner, you pretty much have to take exhaust. Ignite's a bit vestigial on Trist, in my opinion. She has so much damage that it's not really a power spike for her at all. Like I said, it has less range than your auto attacks. Is Yon AFK in base, or is he just low on health? Oh, I got blind darted. I don't have Gale Force up either here. These guys are starting to tap out. I can tell their morale's pretty low. If I die once, their morale's going to spring right back. Later, Teemo. I want that red buff. Play this more aggressive. I don't want to step on a shroom here. Red buff. Oh, no red buff. Feels bad. Let's take Scuttle, and then we'll reset for as much of IE as we can afford, I suppose. We're still quite a bit of gold off. About 600. 2 kills worth. If you don't have anyone to peel for you, there's not a single kind of enchanter peel support on your team, then you could go lifesteal item second or third. It's fine. This game we do have a Lulu on our team to where I don't think it's necessary. If they're pushing hard on us in a fight, one Lulu shield or one Lulu R, one Lulu polymorph, and we're fine. Their biggest win con this game, I'd say, was Yone. Aatrox is too OP right now. No matter how good Teemo plays, it doesn't matter. Aatrox is broken. So it was really important for Yone not to die in lane. He also needed to reset so many times, and he just kept refusing to reset to where it let me apply so much more pressure and kind of choke him out really slowly. Build up a huge CS lead. Gonna Gale Force into her, and my R kills. Wait, my R didn't kill. Apparently I didn't get off my R. Well, that's messy. Aatrox is definitely gonna die there. Well, that's fun and interactive gameplay. That was... I liked that. That was really something. Yeah, I need oracles. It's kind of ridiculous. 2 Teemo Shroom back to back to back. He's just laying them on the sides. Laying them along the edges of the lane. One here, one here, one here, one here, one here. They're everywhere. A little bit of lifesteal would go a long way for sure at this point. Best lifesteal item when you're going without lethal tempo is Bloodthirster, because if you build too much attack speed, you attack speed overfill, because Trist Q gives so much attack speed. Now, when you're on your Q alone, look, we're at 2.18, so if we get another attack speed item, we're already going to start to overflow, so... Typically, with a Hellblade Trist or Press the Attack Trist, you don't build any more attack speed from here on out. We basically just pick up a Bloodthirster and maybe GA, Bloodthirster, maybe Lord Doms, Bloodthirster... it's like anything else that doesn't give attack speed mainly. If you're on lethal tempo Trist, you can build as much attack speed as you want. It's just that Hellblade Trist, you're gonna be not getting good value. They don't want to give up now because they got that 1 kill on me. The Teemo with his 2 mushrooms. It's so freaking troll. They're getting lots of shutdown gold. It's hard to play when you're missing 3 inhibs and we're about to get drag soul though. That's exactly what's about to happen. He can't get me. My minions are gonna scrape his Mobies. You're dead, Ally. Dead from my collector. I have to jump away. I didn't think I would have to run away from her. Samira's kind of cracked. We both exhausted each other, so our damage output fell through the floor. Neither one of us was doing good damage there. I could have W'd before I killed Alistar. I did a little jump away. I didn't feel like I needed to. Gotta heal up off of something. I have a tiny bit of healing off my D-Blade right now. That's about it. Not crazy about this Baron play since I was so low. Oh well. Pick up a single Vampiric and we'll be good to go. It's Drag Soul fight. We go there. We've already thrown as a team all of us our shutdowns to where the enemies, even though they have a third of our kills technically, it's more like 31 kills to 25 right now is what it's more like. So we might as well get the Drag Soul in my opinion. My team doesn't want to though. They're just gonna fight without me. I needed to reset. I was out of HP. Oh well. Looks like they're gonna win the fight. Jack show Aatrox with Conk. Very balanced, interactive gameplay. I think that's it. Tristana is always a good time. I don't think I've ever had a boring game on Trist. Even if you're losing on her, there's almost always an opportunity to get a double jump or a multi-kill. Very fun champion. We'll look at damage dealt, damage taken. Looking at damage dealt enemy champions, we had the second most in the game. Aatrox is absolutely cracked. So much damage output. For damage taken, middle of the pack. For runes, high value. Trist mid is and probably always will be my favorite mid lane champion unless they put out a new champion that I like more than her, because there's literally not a single champion that's out right now that I prefer playing over Tristana mid. So much fun. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. My name is KingStix. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.